bit of a run out on the quad. Come here, guys. And it's Nala's favourite thing, which is brilliant for a diet. Look, guys, and even the puppies are getting into it. Yeah. Not very good at filming when I'm driving. We shall see how we go. I was gonna stop it. Pod's a bit mad. Sorry about the awful harmonica playing. Innit, Pod? We're not very good yet. We're not very good duet yet. So it's another one of those random videos where I'm debating whether to upload it or not, because I don't feel like there's a point to the video other than to upload one. Does that make sense? And then when I do videos like that, I'm a bit like, oh, shall I, shan't I? So yeah, anyway, that's a little bit where I am with that. But I figure I probably will, and you'll see random bits of the dogs on the quad, then a little bit of Podrick starting to sing along with the harmonica, because he's a funny little soul, is my Pod. And you bud, you're a funny little sausage. Yeah, Disney. Oh, move your head. It's looking rather chunky. It's hard to see from that angle. She's got a scramble there. Probably from one of the cats. No, a bit top, Des. You're a bit top. A bit top. Yes. Yes. She seems to be very sleepy the last couple of days, which is always a good sign. You normally go quite calm and quiet and all the rest of it. Oh, if you sit on her now, Dads, I'm not going to be amused. Don't sit on Podrick's head either. You might get to see how Dudley lines himself up to sit on the sofa. The muscle on his shoulder. You got muscle on your shoulder, Dubba Dubbers. Oh, Dubba Dubbers. Oh. I think Disney knew he's probably going to sit on her. Look, now he'll go where she was. No fit to gallantry with you, is it, Dads? You ain't gonna give up your spot on the sofa for her, are you? I know, I got finished cleaning and sorting stuff out. There's Nala and Arya over there. And we got Lil, who's looking rather podgy. Rather podgy, Lil. Lazy butt. And then I've got Mr. Podrick. He's just a very sweet, gentle little soul. Yeah. So yeah, anyway, I was a bit like, oh, what should I talk about? Because I knew I was going to film this. Just to like, pad the video out a little bit more. And listening to podcasts, like, I've learned a lot. So I listened to quite a few actually, but a really good one for like general breeding, healthcare, showing, even though it's an American one, is Pure Dog Talk. I learned a lot about breeding on there. One thing that comes up again and again and again and again is temperaments, and how temperaments really do get passed down. So just because a dog's phenomenal in the ring, but he's reactive outside the ring, I don't mean the puppies aren't going to be reactive, you know? So it's finding the right temperament, Nervous temperaments get passed on, confident temperaments get passed on, placid temperaments get passed on, etc., etc. And, you know, when you see my dogs, when you think of, say, Judith and Disney, they're both very sweet and cuddly. You can see how big she is there. I'm going to get on the chair with Edward. Yeah, they're both very sweet and very gentle in their temperaments. Lily's very cuddly, and that passes on. Lily's really gutsy, as in with food, and that seems to have got passed on to her offspring. You know, like little traits and characteristics like that does pass on. You know, Nala's litter. Podrick is like a mini me of Nala. Mini me. Which is lush. Yeah. Is that a scram or is that a thorn? Because I've been picking thorns out of them all. I don't know where they've all been going to get all these thorns. That went out the top of his head earlier. He didn't wake up when I took it out. He doesn't really care. But yeah, anyway, I learnt a lot, and I think even if you're never planning on breeding a litter, listening to those podcasts will like educate you in finding good breeders and finding breeders you believe in. Like, it's not necessarily just a good breeder, like that's too broad of a term, because what's good to me won't be good to you and vice versa. And anyway, could go into that for a long time and get lost in that sort of segment. But anyway, yeah, it would be good that when you come to selecting a breed, selecting a puppy, because that comes into it, like Pure Dog Talk do breed specific podcasts. There is one on Dalmatians, and there's ones on other breeds, and it's just talking about who would be good for a breed, who wouldn't be good for a breed, their general characteristics, their personalities, what they used to be bred to do, etc., etc., etc. And it's really good. And then, yeah, I think, you know, I don't know, I'm one of those people, if I'm into something, I want to learn about it, and I want to learn as much as I can about it. And, you know, in this day and age with things like YouTube, things like podcasts, you can learn a lot for free. You don't have to buy a book and read it cover to cover and all the rest of it. You can just listen to a podcast while you do some housework or have a bath or play a game on your phone and play a podcast at the same time. Anything. And you can take in information that way. But yeah, I am rambling on now. I do apologise. And yeah, you know, like even my channel actually, to the education purpose, you can learn about Dalmatians in quite a like organic way. Not every video is talking about Dalmatians' dietary needs, energy requirements, history, blah de blah de blah. A lot of it is just like this, me talking and the dog sleeping. Well, it shows you that these dogs do have an off switch. They are cuddly, they are calm, but then you see them out on the beach and out in the fields and running around and playing, and you see they have that nice mixture, I feel, of energy and an off switch. But anyway, you learn organically about the breed and what my dogs are like, and what there's always a chance of, or a likelihood, not just a chance, a likelihood of their puppies being like, because you see them and how they behave and how they react and how cuddly they are. And Disney's looking at me like, come on, stop talking, shift your butt, I want to cuddle. She's gone super cuddly as well. And I am really rambling now, and I don't know how much footage I got from earlier either. Never mind. I don't think anybody minds a long one now and again. I don't do too many rambly videos in the house where I just, or when the dogs are sleeping, and just not shut up. He's got like a line of spots. That was an exclamation mark in it. See? A bit of a gap, and then that one. And that one could almost look like a bit of a heart. You know, like those animals, they're like really focused, and then they get distracted by a fly. I feel like that's just what happened there to me. Oh, nice clean fingernails. That's like a bit of an upside down Mickey Mouse. Yeah. Find patterns in spots, and the more spots they got, the more chance they got of patterns. I don't know what that is. No idea. Like Big Hero 6? Yeah, I'm a bit of a Disney geek. Never mind. Yeah, so I just think education is a big thing. I'm always learning, always got things to learn, always want to learn things. And I think it's always a good thing, whether your interest is training, showing obedience, having a nice dog to take out places. Learn. You know, think about it. Like, does your dog pull on lead? Yeah. Well, go and do some internet searches, YouTube searches on how to stop your dog pulling on lead. How to teach your dog not to pull on lead, I think, is more key. You know, too many people are putting harnesses thinking they'll stop the dog pulling, putting halters on to try and stop the dog pulling, etc., etc. Teach the dog to focus on you. Teach the dog to not pull on lead. And give the dog opportunity to have a break and have a sniff and have a chance to go to the toilet, because half the time that's part of the reason why they're pulling. Anyway, education is key. But yeah, I shall see you all soon. Bye.